And for many of us, this started early. Maybe we were praised for being agreeable, maybe for being helpful or being talented. Maybe the people around us liked us when we didn't rock the boat. Perhaps the smiles came quicker when we were funny instead of frustrated, or when we were wise beyond our years instead of being needy, or useful instead of being human. And so we learned quietly, efficiently, that love was conditional, that being wanted came at a cost of being whole. And these lessons are rarely spoken out loud, are they? They live in the pauses, in the way someone changed the subject when we cried, in the way that our big feelings were met with, "Oh, you're so dramatic," or in the way that disappointment was met with silence or retreat, in the way that joy had to be toned down to be palatable. And over time, we learn not just to perform, but also to protect ourselves from intimacy by staying in character. And we learn to gain safety through strategy instead of honesty. But the thing about strategy is this. It works, like I said, until it doesn't. There comes a moment, often late at night usually, often after a milestone or when things should feel good, when the applause may fade and we're left alone with this unbearable feeling that nobody still knows us. That maybe this whole thing, like the charm, the competence, the carefully curated identity, was maybe just a shield. And the real us is still waiting, still wondering if we're worthy, even when we're not impressive. It's no wonder that so many of us feel unseen, even when we're in the spotlight. We're visible, but we're not vulnerable. We're accepted, yes, but not for the parts that really matter the most. And that dissonance starts to weigh on us. It starts to question, why does love feel so far away even when people seem to like me? Why do I feel so alone in the relationships that are supposed to make me feel safe? And why do I feel emptier the more that I succeed? These aren't questions of failure. These are symptoms, if you will, of disconnection from ourselves. And healing them does not begin with earning more connection. It begins actually with unmasking